Hey, welcome to day 4 of the SF trip. Today we have a lot of things to do. The first thing we're doing is we're going to a HP garage where we will take a picture of all of us with the banner, the Project SF banner that we made. And then after that we're going to have a guided tour from Stanford, and we'll have lunch, and then we will go to a Plug and Play Tech Center.
UC Berkeley, then Plug and Play Tech Center.
UC Berkeley and then Plug and Play Tech Center. And then we eat dinner at UC Berkeley.
I don't know. So eating somewhere. Okay, let's see.
You're eating somewhere. So that's the plan today. This is my other vlogger.
Yo.
Say hi. So this was the first place we went to, as mentioned earlier, HP Garage. And you can see that we are all looking at this typical suburban house, but it's actually where a huge technological revolution came from, and that is in the form of HP, maybe using their laptops or their phones. And you can see a lot of us taking some pictures, especially of this plaque, which we will go into more detail right now actually. And this garage is significant because it is the birthplace of one of the world's most advanced tech company, HP. And it started from something so small, so simple as a typical garage middle class home. And it just shows that big things do really start from small seeds, and whatever aspirations you have, small little things do make you closer to that one big goal. So now this is the second part. This is Stanford University, which we went earlier morning. You can see Caleb right there. And we were touring around the place. You can see the athletics shop right there. That was the first place we shopped at. And after we were looking around, we were touring the sports hall portion. You can see Harris, the videos, and the sports track. So we were exploring the sports track. And they actually have this plaque full of people that won Olympic awards. And then moving on, we were trying to find this tour guide, but while going there, we saw a lot of people on bikes, and we were walking around. It was really cold that day. It was fun though. We saw many buildings. We saw this Black Lives Matter poster, which was really significant, and there was just a really vibrant atmosphere. People cycling, people walking, people using e-scooters. It's like a mini road, mini town. And then we went to the merchandise store, of course, where we all took pictures. You can see the stuff right there. It's actually very expensive. And Stanford is actually a really cool place because Stanford is really inclusive to whichever race or diversity you are. And while the pictures of us touring the place roll in, I would like to say that Stanford has a really open and welcoming atmosphere. They have a building, or a group rather, for like different ethnicities, Asian community, the black community. You can see some of the buildings right here. And those are our two tour guides, which helped us navigate around. And we got to see many of the different facilities, amenities that they have. He also talked to us more about the Stanford education system, which you can also find on their website, so I would not try to elaborate right now. And the buildings were really just beautiful. So next is Plug and Play. So Plug and Play is an incubator program for small startups. And what that means is that Plug and Play will support small startups through funding, through mentoring, or any other means. So you can call it an accelerator program, similar to your SAP, but for startups. And for Plug and Play, their niche is by linking large corporate partners like Walmart with small startups. And as we roll the montage right here, we got a tour from Plug and Play themselves. So we got to tour their office. And one cool thing is that they have this large seminar room where hundreds of people can gather and small startups can pitch their ideas to large corporate partners. And what you see here is a co-working space. So you've heard of WeWork, right? Where different companies work in the same building. So this is similar, where Plug and Play has bought a facility, a workspace, and different companies would own a small part of that space, paying cheaper rent, and also getting mentoring through Plug and Play's corporate partner system as well. So the last part is UC Berkeley, or UCB. So we kicked things off with a trip to the merchandise store where we went on a shopping spree. We can see Beat Stanford hoodies, t-shirts. So they are a rival of Stanford. And of course, the prices were a little cheaper than Stanford, which is good for our wallets. But other than that, we had a tour, so you can see this famous UCB gate where we took a lot of photos in. It was a really nice in person. And you can see our tour guide, Mr. Brian So, who is also a Singaporean studying in UCB right now. And he got us into one of the buildings. That is actually an AI lecture happening inside that we were just outside of. And one thing different about Stanford and UCB is that there is no cycling culture because it is very hilly. So as we see many buildings, the Golden Gate Bridge, I would also like to talk to you more about Mr. Brian So. Mr. Brian So started a non-profit organization called Operation Einstein, which aims to help underprivileged children in Singapore. And this shows his good spirit, helping others in a non-profit organization. And we also got to connect with him and chit-chat. So that was the end. See you tomorrow. Good night.